Welcome to Vintage Backyard RC. Well, if you can't tell, we're crammed up in the old hobby room, which is literally like a 5x8 closet that's full of all kinds of RC parts and junk, and it's tight in here, guys, but that's okay because we're going to have some fun today. Now, I've always wanted to build a proper running Falcon, and over the past few years, I've kind of lucked into them. I've bought some group buyouts and stuff like that, and wasn't really looking for one, and usually there's a Falcon thrown in or some Falcon parts. So I've collected quite a few things, and I think I have enough to build at least one nice running car. Let's take a look what we got here. Some parts in there. Looks like a complete gearbox. Actually feels pretty good. That one might be good. Let's see how broken this front end is. Yep. You know what? The control arms seem to be intact, and the CVA shocks work. That's a miracle. Yeah, needs a knuckle. Those wheels look really nice, don't they, guys? Look at that. That's a good one. What else we got here? We got a pretty bad body with some advertising I don't care for. This body's okay. Probably do some nitro on that. Do the old nitro wash like we had a video on. Let's throw that card up. Yeah, you can take some old nitro fuel and get this paint right off of here, and I bet you that body will be in pretty good shape. I don't see too many cracks on it. Little one back there, but not too bad. So that's good. Oh, I bought this CRP brace. Now I know these cars are known to break. Now Tamiya did a great job over-engineering most of their stuff. Unfortunately, this car is not over-engineered. It's under-engineered in my opinion. And the front end bits like to separate themselves from the chassis. And these are a problem. So we'll see how good this stuff is. So I bought this CRP brace. And I'm also talking to my friends over on a couple of the Facebook pages I belong to. A gentleman over at Tamiya Legends was really nice and gave me some tips. So we'll see what works. Maybe I'll get some Ampro things for this. I don't know. Gear case. Okay. Whatever that is. I don't know anything about Falcons. I've never built a Falcon. Looks like a brand new wheel. And another front. Nice front tire with wheel. What's this? Bag full of, well, that's a Hornet part. How did that get in there? Anyway, I guess they're Falcon lower control arms. Hopefully I'm getting all this on screen. That's an upper. Couple of bits. Another one. Doesn't look cracked. Looks like it might be brand new. Okay. And a chassis. Ooh, look. I don't know if you can see that, guys, but that might be okay. Turn some lighting on there. Oh, that's okay. Still might be usable. Now, the Falcon had rear trailing arms on it. This was quite the advancement from, say, a Hornet with a solid rear axle. We're not going to get into a history lesson, though, guys. That's for what the time attacks are for, right? What we got in here? Some electronics. Everyone knows what that is. The old 3-step. Another one. Don't see any resistors. How many of you guys out there have burnt yourself on the 3-step speed control resistors over the years? I sure have. It was a quick lesson as a lad. Oh, look at this guy. Got a little fancy. It's the Futaba MC1128. I think just about everybody had that electronic speed control at one point in their life. There's that resistor. So funny thing, when I had my Hornet, this didn't have a cage around it. I guess enough people burnt themselves on them things over the years, and Tamiya finally offered a little metal surround for it so you wouldn't kill yourself. That is a set of CRP dog bones. They're cool. I think you can actually still buy these new. Front bumper needs a cleanup. So I got two chassis here. I don't know which one's better. What we're going to do is we're going to tear both of these cars apart. This one appears not to be broken, which is fabulous. The chassis itself, that might be new. So this stuff up here looks older than this. So I bet you the chassis was broken at one point in its life and someone replaced it. Along with this yellow piece back there. That looks like it's never hit dirt. So this is a good one. CVAs feel okay. Arms are not broken. How's the back look? Back needs some work. Those shocks are locked up, but these tires look like they're in pretty good shape. I don't have a set of spiked tires for this car, so hopefully out of this batch I can find something I can run with, because I want to run this car with the original tires like we like to do, and the old silver can. Chassis number 2 might be okay. You can see in there or not, guys. It doesn't look broken. Okay. Wow. It's a miracle. I think this one's okay too. Need some front end bits put back on it. Look at that. Don't you hate when that happens to your tires? These have been flat spotted. You can't really get these back. You can try heating them up and pushing them out. What I have done on ones when I really am desperate and don't have replacement tires is I put some foam in there, like an insert, and that'll push that back out, along with a little heat work with the heat gun. But look at this, guys. You're going to love this. Woo! Do you see what I see? That's a Techno Gold or a Techno Power. Let's find out. Techno Power. So that's worth the price of admission right there. I'm sure that'll clean up well. Back end of this car looks great. You know, I think I have enough parts here, guys, to build 2 cars, let's be honest. So maybe we'll do that. The focus is going to be on getting one done, hopefully in time enough where the winter is not fully here and I can run it. So we're going to switch to the overhead, do the time-lapse thing, try to get through this video. I don't know how many parts it's going to be, but I'll stop every once in a while and just to see where we're at. Oh, one more thing I have, if I can get to it. Pardon this camera pull here, guys. One of the cars came with this team, I guess it's a Blue Groove, right? I haven't used this company yet, but I tell you what, not bad. Looks good. Lexan's nice and thick. I don't know if my friends over at Boki have a body for the Falcon. So, you know, we'll use this guy. No wing. I think I can get stickers for this from MCI. I'll have to look into that. And that's it, guys. I want to switch to the overhead. We're going to get to work and bang these cars out. You guys stand by. Well, guys, this was bound to happen sooner or later. This guy forgot to hit record on the GoPro, so he lost most of the teardown footage. Still a good video, so hang out with us and let's move on. All right, guys, the teardown went pretty good. I do have a few broken items. I got a cracked upper, cracked lower front, cracked upper, cracked lower. Let's try that again. One rear eyelid is cracked. That one's pretty bad. And man, this one's weird. The little tab off the top of the transmission gear case is broken off. I didn't think that was a problem with these cars, so it's going to be a problem for me. So hopefully one of these other spare gear cases that I have is intact. Like I have a spare that side, but that's not the side that I need, which of course figures. So we'll carry on and we'll look for some spare parts. The good news is that these bits are in good shape and they're known to break. The chassis is in good shape. One of the eyelid holes towards the bottom of this is a little hogged out. I have a few tricks I can do to make that to repair that. So yeah, I'm going to just bust this tranny apart, and disassembly is pretty much done, and then I got to clean everything. So stand by. Okay, everything went off to the ultrasonic cleaner and came back nice and clean. We did have a few broken bits though, so let's have a chat. Okay, folks. Well, I got everything cleaned up. Went pretty good. I have some residual dirt on a few pieces that I have to fix and clean, but no big deal. Pretty sure I have enough parts here to build an actual nice car. The bugger for me has been these gear case halves, and I'm actually a little bit bitter about this. Now, we all know that this plastic has a tendency to break just from sitting. That's all well and good, but this is actually a design flaw. Let me show you this. These cars mount the gearbox to the chassis with these tabs right here, right? You have an upper and a lower. Here you can see I'm missing one here, snapped clean off. And I have an upper that's the same way. There should be a tab here. That's gone. Let me show you why. Look at this. Can you see that? Look at this little thin piece of plastic that's not molded very nicely to this gearbox. Here you can see the same. To me, I love you guys. But this is just, that's, in a world of them over-engineering quite a few parts over the years, that's under-engineered for sure. And I can see why these didn't last, and I can see why just about every time someone picks one of these up, those tabs are broken. That's ridiculous. Might be the reason why we don't have a re-release yet. I don't know, speculating, because it's probably redesigning that is something they would need to do, or not. Just wing it. It would be cool to have these gear cases available, because let me tell you something, they're not. And when you find them, they're expensive. And I'm not doing 3D printed stuff. So anyway, enough of me complaining. I'm building a cool car. Let's put the overhead on and get this thing built. Okay, guys. So this build's definitely a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I keep finding broken parts. I had a lower arm mount that was broken. I didn't notice until I tried to mount that arm up. And by the way, these things are sided, which I found out the hard way. If you notice, they're offset. There's a left and a right. Instruction manual would have helped me out there, guys, but you know me. I just have to wing things. I tried using these CRP dog bones, and they bound up in here. They were notchy, so I don't know whether my cups are worn out or they just didn't work. I'm sure they're a good product. CRP always made great things for us, so I'll do a little more R&D into that, but I just wanted to get this thing together. Back end is together. I'm going to try to do the front end. I ran out of memory card on the overhead, so I have to fix that. And we'll get back to work. All right, guys. So I got the front end partially mounted. I got that CRP plate in there. I don't know if I like that. It kind of mounts goofy. I'm gonna have to do some research on that as well and see if maybe I'm doing that incorrectly. And we're gonna call it quits for the night. You know, I got to be honest with you. Doing this overhead stuff and filming why I build is very unenjoyable for me. Man, I just like to put some tunes on and chill out and not have to worry about taking video of stuff. So this might be the last time-lapse sort of video we do. It's a lot easier just to do the progress ones where I build and I take some progress pictures for you. So anyway, I think I'm tired and grumpy. I'm going to call it quits for the night. We'll carry on tomorrow. Okay, guys, that's all for part 1 of this video. Stay tuned for part 2 where we get this thing completed and hopefully on the track before the winter hits. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see us over on Instagram. Rock on.